Similar Podcast.
Cheer. What's goody? What's going on? Talk nice. Hope everybody is good. Ali Similar Podcast, episode number 27. And we are here once again back, and it feels good to be back. My name is Rello, and to the right of me I have
DJ Hypa, what up?
DJ Dane-Ja, what's up?
I'm not a DJ, but my name is Darren. What's up?
It's Joan.
It's your boy Ease, man.
Yes, sir. We're going to start this thing off with the recap of the weekend. Black Opulence was mega popping. Feel good things. A lot of things went down. I know you guys want to talk about it. Tell me how you guys enjoyed your weekend. If there was some other stuff that went down, put the people on.
I had a good time. Shout out to everybody that came out, that pulled up to Fit the Mad. Me and my brother Darren, birthday celebration. I definitely had a good time. I definitely appreciate all the support. Listen, I can't emphasize how much I thank y'all. You're not understanding. We've been doing this since probably over a decade. When I say this, I'm referring to the birthday parties. And as far as that, I have a lot of people who's been coming to our birthday party literally every year. So if that's not support and you can't appreciate people for doing that, then you got to stop what you're doing. So I had a good time.
Yeah, I had an amazing time. Appreciate everybody else for coming. I'm happy it's over.
That shit is no joke.
I hate promoting, so I mean,
it's work.
It was a beautiful event.
Mm-hmm. Everybody looked good.
Exactly. Everybody came out and they all black. Mm-hmm. Appreciate everyone for coming, and look out for next year.
Until next time.
Nice.
All right. Hypa got anything to add?
Yeah, go ahead, Hypa.
I just came and played.
Shout outs to the guys, the birthday boys. They definitely came out. They brought a lot of people out. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to everybody that enjoyed my set. You know what I'm saying? So,
shout out to people that fuck with my set.
Shout out to people that enjoyed my set. You know, I definitely set the tone. I actually got an opportunity to get back on. Me and Dane-Ja, we actually did what we do. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely wanted to just bring the vibes out.
Definitely bodied that second set.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Facts.
But yeah, man, aside from that, everybody came out. Everybody looked nice and they were all black. Shouts to Ease for catching a couple of, visuals and videos.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, appreciate
Shout outs to Ralph for being bent.
Fact. I woke up with a scrape on my arm and I didn't even know how the fuck I got it. So that's when you know you're drunk.
You could tell when Rel turned, when he turned drunk, because at first he was mad sober. The next thing I see, I'm like, yo, look at this nigga turned shot there real quick.
Nigga Rel was up in the
that
back.
Nigga was shooting at everybody. Yes.
Big joy out there, big joy. This nigga just kept calling me. I'm like, yo, what, bro? You want to hear a certain song? Like, why you keep calling my name, my nigga?
So Rel, like, yo.
He was vibes. Yeah, mad gunshots.
Facts. Yeah, vibes was up. It was a good time. A lot of people came out. It was a good come out. Saying a lot of people had fun. It was a real good time. So I'm happy about that. So we're gonna get right into this thing. Episode number 27. We got a couple of things on the docket here to get into.
Yeah.
Something that's been going kind of viral is this girl's Spice picture from Love and Hip Hop, Jamaican artist. A lot of people having comments on this particular picture because she basically bleached her skin. Something that a lot of West Indian people do. Just to say that. But yeah, she bleached her skin, so she, once was dark skin. Now, if you look at this picture, I don't know if some people seen it. Most people seen it, but on Instagram and all that, she looks a lot lighter than she was. Totally different complexion.
She didn't really bleach it. It was more makeup than anything.
Yeah, more makeup than anything, but still at the end of the day, this is something that goes on a lot. Mm-hmm. Epidemic, even with, some American women starting to get into it, bleaching their skin and all that kind of stuff. So I want to get you guys perspective first on the whole bleaching thing. If you think it's kind of shameful to bleach your skin, or if you just think, it's a cool thing to do, whatever. However you feel about it, how do you guys feel about the whole bleaching your skin thing in general?
The man them hate it, dog. Nah, I hate that shit with a passion. I'm Jamaican, and that shit is very, 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 very popular in Jamaica. And ever since I've seen it, I just be like, yo, why do I do that? It just makes me feel like they hate they complexion, or they hate blackness or melanin or something like that. And it's just it's a true turnoff to me. It's just once I see somebody with that, and then the bad part about it is a lot of people, there is no right way to do it, but they just do it so bad with like their knuckles is still dark and their elbows is still
the elbows
dark.
is black, and the freaking the fingers is light skinned.
Yeah,
And then
just
the
be
neck
like-
is a little beige.
I'm just looking at it like, yo, you hate yourself, and I don't care if it's a popularity thing, if I don't know what it is, but I hate it. So.
I remember I had a friend I used to work with, and he's Jamaican. I don't know if that's true. Maybe you could just clarify that. But he said something about when people, like I guess the people that bleaches their skin in Jamaica, it's like a
Rich.
Yeah, like a sense of wealthiness.
That's what they try to say, but nah.
That's what he told me. Like anybody that you see bleaching their skins, it's of like impression of them having money.
Yeah,
or
they've been taught wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's
It's
what he told me. I just wanted the clarification.
Ain't no Sammy Sosa was Jamaican.
He's Cuban.
It's Cuban.
It's
Sammy
a
Sosa on another level
colorism
with
thing.
his shit.
It's a whole colorism thing. It's light skin versus dark
Man, he
skin
look like
versus
white chick.
he definitely do.
He look OD.
Yeah, he look
He
bad.
said white chicks.
Yeah.
He
But-
went crazy with the cream.
Yeah, he OD. But it's a colorism thing, and that shit is real. Like, I mean, people look at you as a more lighter or fairer skin, like you're better than a darker skin colored
But
person.
so money has nothing to do with that. You saying?
They might. That's what they might. Just like Dane just said, they were taught wrong. Like that's what they think, and they're wrong. So at the end of the day, you light skin, you got money. No, I know broke light skin people like that.
So it's like our job to like unlearn, make them unlearn what they've learned, because they're convinced that once I'm lighter, I'm better than you.
That's
Once I'm
generational,
lighter,
though. That's generational though. Like some people, they've been doing that shit for years and years and years, and they program.
What
that.
pissed me off the most was like when Vibes Cartel, Alkaline was doing it. It's just like, now
Vibes
y'all really making it more popular.
Yeah.
Where people
On top
want
of the
to
fact
do it.
they're like big artists, so
Yeah.
people are gonna
Like,
follow them.
They are the biggest artists. So it's just like in Jamaica or wherever. So it's just like, all right, people following you just because it's a trend or fashion or whatever. But
Now that I'm thinking about it, bro, I'm gonna low key put Vibes Cartel on the same level as Drake. What I mean is, them niggas can't do no wrong. I'm aware that Cartel bleaches skin, and it bothers me, but I can't stay away because the nigga making the music is so good. It's like, I hate the fact that you bleach your skin. But like, that song whatever song that you just made in jail is like it gravitates towards me again. I feel like Drake has that same effect because he still ain't loose.
Still gotta make it. I mean, we still gonna listen to his music regardless
Facts.
of what he do. About his personal life. So at the end of the day, like Jordan be saying, he's all about the music. As long as we're all about the music, you providing good music, then anything else that you do, that's on you.
I don't agree with the colorism thing. I'm very aware that it does exist. Spice is very smart. She's a marketing genius with what she did. This whole time, like I said, I seen the pic and I was disappointed because I actually liked her. So I'm thinking that she really bleached her skin.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I thought.
I cussed her. What I do? I cussed her. I was
in
like,
my head, I'm like,
kinda
yo,
fucking
she actually looks better. You seen both of the pictures, her dark and light. She actually looked better dark.
Because it looked natural.
That too, but I've seen some lighter complexion people with like those type of features too.
I just feel like when it comes down to that, like the self-hate is the problem, and I think that's probably what she was trying to address, right?
nah, yeah, that's it. She put out the song, and then the song is pretty much
About
like, about how they'll talk about her because she's dark skinned, blah blah blah. Now what you're gonna say now that I'm a lighter complexion? Are you still gonna talk about me?
You know what she said? She says she's gotten the most racist and derogatory remarks from people the same complexion as her.
Exactly.
So crazy.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
I mean, being a dark-skinned dude wasn't always the thing that was lit.
Yeah, I hope everybody out there
That's
know
a
that
fact.
if y'all haven't
I
noticed,
feel like Jordan around the Jordan days is when
I
it's
think
like
Wesley did that.
whatever the
Wesley-
case may
but
be,
that's like 90s. That's all
the
I feel like
tables are
there's a-
definitely turning. I'm sorry for y'all light skinned niggas out there, but
Nah, we can't do that because
only
you know,
light-skinned
we
nigga
ain't
at the
like it,
table.
so we can't do that either.
I'm sorry I had to do it.
And look,
We can't do that.
He's
It's all jokes. It's jokes.
he's doing that colorism
It's
shit right now.
jokes, but I'm dead ass.
But that light
Nah,
skin,
I
dark
know
skin
why.
shit, all that.
He want to go in, but hold on to that, whatever that is. It just feel like it's spicy, nigga. That shit just looks spicy,
You're
but
a fool, bro.
yeah, man,
Tell her why you mad, Danger.
tight, man.
No, but I definitely think I'm with Quicks on this one. I hate it. I used to see it all the time, especially when I used to work in retail. A lot of West Indians, come and shop in retail stores and all that kind of stuff. So you got a chance to see a lot of that, like you said, with their knuckles being dark, or they
Every
elbows
time I hear
being
knuckles, that
dark,
shit
or
sound funny.
whatever the situation was, and it's just
Like the joints,
why?
you can't get inside
You
the
can't
joints
get-
correctly.
You gotta get like a Q-tip, and make sure you get the crease in between the knuckles.
And then the stories I be hearing about how they apply it, it's just like you can't have it on too long because it'll really like damage your
probably
skin
burn
and
your
burn
skin,
your
facts.
skin or whatever. So it's just like it's real cream and all that shit like that. So
That shit is
And I think
acid.
once you like really, really dark, and usually you turn red instead of turning.
exactly, you're not
Instead of
really light
turning
skin. You're
light,
just
you
like
turn-
a pale reddish,
Like,
like
the wall.
pretty much. Yeah, like the lights behind us. That shit is crazy. And wait, a question: is it just I know it. I know it specifically because I'm Jamaican and I see it when I go to Jamaica, or I see it when I go to a Jamaican party, or I see it just in general from Jamaicans. But is there anybody else that do it besides West Indians? Like, is
Yeah,
it?
I'm pretty
Spanish,
sure it's all
Spanish,
around, all down
Dominican.
the board. No matter the country, the lighter the better.
So no
Yeah,
matter.
Well, I could
I've
just
seen
speak from
Dominican.
a southern standpoint. It's mostly like you would get like, oh, you mad black or whatever the case may be, but it wouldn't drive you to the point where you want to do that.
Yeah, I've
Like,
never.
it's a
I don't
limit.
see that as an American thing to do.
Yeah, Americans, it's just like, well, yeah, I'm black. Now you gonna have to. Now what? You
Yeah,
can't fight.
I just think it's
Like,
we just Americans just more so beef it out and
yeah,
like they'll talk
figure it
about
out.
you. They'll just not figure it out, but I think that just that's where more so the colorism part where it's just like they're talking about you, about your complexion. It's more so verbally type of like interactions or whatever.
But it's also like one of those things where it's flipped now. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'd be like, oh, well, you was a house nigga. I was a
Yeah,
rebel.
that's
Like,
what I'm talking
it'll be
about.
a
Yeah.
way where it'll be flipped. Like,
Uh-huh.
all right, look at you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't buying no cream and doing like
That's
it's
just-
like frowned upon to do that. You know what I mean?
I frown upon that shit. I hate that shit.
We need to teach the Caribbeans that it needs to be frowned upon too.
I think it's just tough because
It's
it
been
seemed like a
implemented.
culture.
Yeah,
you
since
know what I'm saying?
God knows how long.
And
There's
that's the sad
there's
part
little
about it.
documentaries on that shit too. I seen a
I heard.
documentary on that shit.
So from a standpoint of us as a black community, knowing that this is something that goes on within the black community, the fair skinned people versus the dark skin, or whatever you want to call it, or the lighter skinned people being looked at as I guess the more closer complexion to white. Do you feel like that has an effect on how other races look at black people when it comes to like color and stuff like that, like how white people might look at the fairer color person being the more I don't know, reasonable person, or the more likable person as far as the compared to the dark skinned person? You feel like us doing that to each other, the light skin versus the dark skin and all those things, you think that has an effect on how other races look at?
I feel like
Our
it has
color.
some type of effect because of even what we went through when we went to do that photo shoot. We talked about it in like a couple episodes ago.
Could even help not think about that when
And
you
then
mentioned that.
exactly, that's the first thing I thought about. And yeah, I thought that because I was of a more fairer complexion, that the white lady thought I was more approachable to talk to, or more comfortable to talk to. So I think it does happen, or it may happen more consistently than more than what we think. So I think it's very possible.
I think it definitely play a part because they would feel like, well, if your own people telling you this, it's no problem with me telling you that. I could feel more superior than you because your own people think you're less than. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a bad thing on our part because we should feel like, nobody is ugly because they dark, or nobody is beautiful because they light.
Gotta
I know a bunch of ugly ass light skinned people, and
Nobody's
I
ugly.
seen a bunch of. Don't do that.
Yeah, facts. facts.
Beautiful in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Quicks. Darren.
What I wanted to mention was the based on your question. So if that's the case, then why do some white people want to catch a tan and be darker?
Because the tables are turning, bro. That's what's
You know what I'm
happening.
saying?
That's
So,
slowly turning, slowly but surely.
I would feel based on what you said. So if they feel they could do that, I could easily say then if that's the case, why are you trying to get dark and what to feel like you could fit in with us?
Because
I mean, but they're not trying to be
we're
dark
owning
skinned
it.
though,
We're
bro. That's
owning
the
it
thought.
now, though.
That complexion is
We're like,
unreachable.
you know what? We're not trying to be like that no more.
Mhm.
And once you get that sense of pride and that power behind your own image,
It shifts.
It's not
People-
unreachable, bro.
people like, you know
For
what?
them to be the same complexion
It's
as
not.
us.
There's I've seen a documentary as well of this white lady who put a lot of pigment in her skin just to be black, So
Yeah,
And
I
she
see
could be
that too.
black as I am.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
dark. She's
I
dark
never
as
seen
you.
that unless
never
it was a
seen that
comedy
either.
skit.
No, it wasn't.
No,
a
no, no,
comedy.
it was
real.
real.
It was real.
It
I
was
seen
real.
it. I seen it.
I've
It
never
was. I
seen
seen
She's
it on
the
Facebook.
only one
Yeah.
though that I saw that did that.
Yes, that's the
But-
that's the first time I seen it. It was. She looked disgusting, and she had super big ass breasts. Because yo, you.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
She had super big ass
Didn't she
breasts.
did
and
like? Didn't she do like mad surgery or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
Like
to
she
look
had to
black.
keep doing it over and over.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
How you feel about it, June?
I really don't know. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I just feel like that people who do that, they just look like fucking zombies, my nigga. Like that shit's weird.
Yeah, they do look crazy.
They
though.
look crazy.
They definitely do look
But
crazy.
I could say the youngest experience I've had with this shit is I remember growing up and somebody used to do like somebody. I don't think it was like
You
I don't
talking
think it
about
was
the
on
colorism thing?
purpose. Nah. I'm talking about with the whole
bleaching?
with the whole soap thing. To a point where
Yeah, but when I don't think that kick soup shit is real. It's just that's just like a.
I mean,
no, it's a soap. No, it's a soap.
I
'cause
believe
First
there's
time
a
bleaching
real
cake soap?
No, it's not bleach. I think it's mercury, but it's like I could be wrong, but I think there's like material, mercury material in it, which messes with fucks with your skin to a point where it erases the pigmentation, like a little part of pigmentation of your skin. But
I think it was
I mean-
really meant for like when you have certain marks on your skin and stuff like that. to
yeah,
make
but people
certain
use
marks,
it.
and now
But
just-
people use it on their face to a point where after a while your face start getting lighter to a point where it starts appearing like, yo, why your face don't match your neck? Like
Why your face don't match
Shit
your
dark.
hands? It look like
Yeah.
you're wearing gloves.
yeah, it's just crazy.
Sometimes I be seeing that. I be just thinking, yo, you don't know how to match your makeup correctly with
Yo,
these girls.
yeah, you're not
Nah, but how about
understanding.
if it's a nigga though?
Nah, what about the ones
I
that's
never seen.
what about the one
Niggas
that's
look worse
When I
than
see
females.
dudes with it, I'm like,
Nah,
you're
nah.
just bleaching.
the ones that's
That shit
mad
horrible.
obvious? Like she only did her face, and it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna do the rest of my body tomorrow. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
her
like
shit
you're not
look like
understanding.
mine.
Like the face
look like
look
my
like the
shit.
palm of my hands, and the arms look like the back of my hands. Like, bro,
shit look
I'm
like
pretty
his,
sure y'all saw
his
that
sweater.
shit before. Facts, bro. It looks weird.
Bruh.
It's weird.
Nah, that shit is horrible. And then when Cartel did it, right? The nigga got dark ass tattoos and he did it on his arms too. So his tattoos showed a lot more, but it was just like, bro, you look retarded. Just like how you said, it's just like,
Skeleton
your
with
music is amazing, but you look dumb, bro.
You know what's the weirdest shit? Yo, they would bleach their skin, so that means you'll be light skin, and then they'll turn back dark skin,
Because
and then they would get bleach again, and then
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah,
because
I
you
think
know,
that
this
continuously
nigga was
using-
dark skin on Friday, then he turned light
you-
skin on Saturday.
that's
Then
alkaline.
next week Friday, this nigga dark skin again. I'm like,
the
nah.
Jamaican artist, Alkaline, he went back to dark skin.
Facts.
When you stop using it, if you
Yeah.
like
Your
Rello
skin
was
come
about
apart.
to say, you have to keep
shit
on
was like a-
applying it like on a
But
daily
he look
thing.
mad awkward.
That shit is
though
like
now.
a skin perm.
I don't know. I don't
See,
know.
because you got used to the nigga being light skinned. See,
So, hold on,
see,
hold
that's
on.
the
I
back.
ain't gonna hold you,
What
that's
he
a
said?
fact.
So cartel.
He
So
look mad different now with being dark skinned. So he's like, it's because
You known
probably
for-
that's true, bro. I'm like,
came into knowing him as light skin.
Yes.
That's not even his
That's why I don't
complexion.
keep up with Jamaican artists.
Oh wow, you
What
OD.
you was about
Nah,
to say?
because I just don't know it. Like, all right.
I'm just thinking about it now. It's like, yo, so the nigga in jail, right? So he still get a surplus of cake soap in jail.
the nigga still makes music in jail, bro. Like
I mean,
they have in Jamaica, I don't know what it is. They got different
Yeah.
different rules.
No,
man.
I came.
studios?
I
Yes.
came to the conclusion that man is just a powerful man, son.
no, because Jacure was Jacure got popular while he was in jail.
But
Remember when
he wasn't making no music.
he got popular with his music while he was in jail? All artists, if you get locked up in jail, depending, I don't know
Bless
what
you.
it is, but God bless you. I don't know what it is, but depending on what jail or whatever, they'll give you certain privileges, especially if you're an entertainer.
Cartel is he's the right one to get all those privileges because he got the most.
Jacure got the same
Yo,
privileges.
that's the thing,
When
son.
Jacure blew up, he was in jail and then he finally got out.
Buju, he got locked up in America.
In America, they not letting
you know
him
they
out. But
ain't
he
letting
get out at the
nothing
end of the
rock,
shit.
bro. I keep hearing it. I felt like I was hearing this niggas getting
I
out
love
the end of the
it.
year since like 08,
December.
09.
It's like
December,
Max B.
December. He gets out.
Like, oh,
next
you know,
year.
he coming out to say, yeah.
gets out next
Yeah,
year.
he gonna come out. No, he coming. Yeah. I'm like, yo, bro, you still ain't come out yet? Nah, but free Buju though. I said that like a couple of times
Free
on the
Max
podcast.
B. You're free to wave.
A couple of times on the podcast.
Free both of them.
So for the darker skinned people on the panel,
Team Darkskin.
Everybody at the panel except for me.
Really?
I
And
You
a little
dark
bit of
skin.
ease.
You dark skin by affiliation.
Facts.
I ever experienced a situation where the color of your skin being darker was being like a problem for you.
Come on, that's a yes for everybody on the panel.
I'm not just saying because I'm not just
You have a
saying
story.
a black versus a white thing. I'm not talking about a black and white situation. I'm just saying
Just the
you
color.
felt
of your skin.
like your color of your skin, you
complexion.
being a darker skinned person. Have you ever felt like that's been a problem for you in any kind of way?
I've never had any incident, but me knowing the truth and reading through the lines and looking with my third eye, I'm gonna assume that I probably got effed over by somebody else that's my complexion. I just have that feeling, but I had no incident. All my incidents are with the
whole
other
black,
race,
white,
and I spoke about them on the other episodes already.
I couldn't pinpoint a situation,
Yeah.
but based on what he just said, yeah, most of the time we would look at it either black or
The
white. but-
furthest I would think is probably like you at a workplace and one of your colleagues are trying to get promoted or something, so they probably throw salt on your name or something like that just to step up. That's the most I could come up with.
Is your dark
I
skin?
think I guess I'll give my example. I think this is what you was probably looking for. With me, my issues always came through females because I was darker, so I felt like I wasn't attractive enough to get certain girls because they was into the light-skinned pretty
Light-skinned
boys.
dudes. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And all the wavy, light skinned girls is loving me now.
That's a whole bar.
Yeah.
You heard? But it's weird because I was growing up and I thought, damn, I'm nice. Nah, I'm dead serious.
trying to, like, wait,
Got my head on my shoulders.
I'm nice. I'm cool. Like, what
I
the
like
hell?
to take
Like,
long walks on the beach.
Why the hell? You know what I mean? Why they ain't trying to give me no play?
I'm clingy.
And then I was like, oh, okay.
They like light skinned niggas.
Maybe
all the face, my brother.
maybe I ain't got the silk wavy hair and the light skin and the hazel eyes.
Like Hypa was
So
saying,
Bow
Rico
Wow-
Suave, John.
Bow
right?
Wow was popping when I was in middle school and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Around that time. And then Little Romeo came out. I'm like, oh, it's over now. Like,
Two
you know what I'm
light-skinned
saying? I'm like, this is what they want. Then B2K. So I'm like, yeah, it's a dub.
I'm not gonna hold you up. I envy them niggas. they was taking all the girls, bro. Let's
So
keep
that's
it a
what-
buck,
that's
bro.
what
They
I'm
was taking
saying, like,
every single
That's
girl.
what I'm saying.
There
Like,
wasn't
that,
not
that
one
shit
dark-
affected you in
There
a
wasn't
lot of
one
ways.
dark
It
skinned
ain't
dude
got
on
nothing to do
the
with-
team.
It ain't got nothing to do with like
nigga
white
Mario
and
was
trying to
taking
step
every
up and
gal.
not like that. But when you think back, you like, oh, it did affect me because it affected me because I felt ugly because I'm like, damn, son, like.
But you know what?
None of 'em-
But you know what? Not to not to interrupt you, but now that we on light skin versus dark skin, why people be think light skin niggas is pussy and dark skin niggas?
They didn't have enough
It's al-
pain.
It's always
They didn't have
based
enough
on,
pain.
Based on what you just said, you felt some girls probably wasn't attracted because of your
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, somebody could be walking down the street and they see your complexion, they see his complexion. They might
They
might
might
want to
dare
test
try
him.
him.
You test the light skinned
Yeah.
nigga.
But see,
Right.
that's the stereotype I was cool with.
Facts. Nah,
ain't funny.
it just crossed my mind right now because for some reason, man,
Nah,
it's
but
like
you know karate.
light
though.
skinned niggas, man.
Niggas ain't
Don't
fucking with
look. I took karate when I was a child. I think he's still bringing that shit back up. Ooh, I'm gonna remember something. Can't wait.
Nah, yeah, man.
What's wrong with
I always
karate?
felt like something about the light skinned cats. Light skinned cats always felt like they were being tested, and they
Chill,
always
bro.
felt like,
Fuck is wrong?
wait, what you doing, son?
This nigga screaming in my ear. Had to turn the freaking
Oh,
headphones down.
Oh, that
Niggas
was me.
is
My
bugging.
bad. My bad.
No, all
That
y'all.
was me.
Nah, I just wanted to just bring that up. The fact that you mentioned the light skin, dark skin thing. So I'm like, wait. So Darren, why they think y'all pussy?
Yo, that shit
Yeah, you speak for all light skinned
Only
niggas.
light skin nigga order.
Tell us why they think
Yes,
that.
why? We
Fuck all y'all. I'm good, bro. I ain't pussy, nigga.
Nah, for
My
some
bad.
reason, nah,
My bad,
for real.
doggy.
When they associate like lighter skinned men, they associate it with softness and
Because of I'll be sure, bro. One light skinned dude that was lit, they had that soft emotion attachment. And then the
it's
Chris
funny, but
Williams.
you
and the
actually
Chris
kind of right.
Williams
You actually kind of
might be
right.
right.
Then
bro.
Heavy D, he was dancing.
Even though even back then, like when you associated an R&B singer, he was a light
No,
skinned
and
with nice hair.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that a lot
That
of
was
the
the
music
image.
industry really kind of molded
Yes,
what
correct.
was
Facts.
beautiful, or
Facts,
what
facts.
was good to show in the public, and then if it was dark skin, they'll try to make it look
They
like
throw gold grills on them, and then be like, "Look, that's hip hop, that's hard, that's gangster." And it's like,
So light
I
skin.
don't really want this
so
stigma.
so back in the days, light skin was more what marketable. I
Yeah,
guess you wanna
definitely.
say?
Unfortunately, it still applies till today.
I think it's still today. Like
Yeah,
people still
still
become
today.
like what's that chick name from that Spanish chick from Love and Hip Hop, she still be talking about that in the Spanish community.
Oh,
in
the
Florida.
Afro-
I know you're talking
Afro
about
Latina
Oh my
chick.
gosh,
Yeah,
she's
Amara
sexy,
La
though.
Negra or something like that.
Freaking gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, and she still be complaining about how like colorism is still an issue just in her Dominican culture. So
I heard they real like big on that in DR. Like with
Yeah, look at
skin complexion.
DR versus Haiti. It's kind of the same thing.
Not really.
Oh, DR versus Puerto Rico, you mean?
I mean,
Nah,
DR is
but
heavy
DR
with
versus
that.
Haiti because the Haitians would be considered the darker complexion country.
and
Although-
I heard,
Nah,
although
Dominicans is dark, bro.
I know
I
that,
heard,
but
I heard they was trying to kick out the darker Dominicans to push them back into Haiti because of their complexion.
When
It
that
was
whole
you're
fucking thing
you're
is
mostly
Haiti,
Haitian. That's why.
and that whole island is Haiti, and they
the
tryna-
whole thing. I've had conversations
crazy.
with Dominicans about that, and this is never a legitimate answer that I want to hear. Never.
They try to justify it. And it
Always,
makes it-
and I'm
it
just
makes
like,
it-
no, it's the same country. I don't care if y'all speaking a different language. Y'all both live on the same
Let's
place.
hear from the
y'all,
Haitians
y'all
at the
need
table.
to accept that.
What?
Let's hear from the Haitians at the table. Which I know about that.
Nothing. You
Bless.
know, I just thought about with
Thanks.
the whole fighting thing. You know what I think it is? I think
God
with
bless
light skin and dark skins, everybody feel like light skinned people got something to lose. When
Or
it
got
comes
something to prove.
Yeah, if you snuff a black person, if you snuff a light skinned person, you could tell the light skinned nigga got hit. Like you could tell he gonna have a big ring on his face. But a black person, it's not as bad.
Well, look at all the
Um,
Miss America pageants
what?
and all that. Like in what is it called? America's Queen. What is that shit? that Miss America.
Miss
Yeah.
America, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know because I don't be watching that shit. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like maybe I'm
I
oblivious
don't watch
to
it either.
Yeah,
but I'm
you don't
just
have
saying,
to
like,
not watch
You
it to
can
not
tell,
know.
like from the winners of the last 20 years.
No,
you
I
can be,
guess
A lot of
That's
them be
what-
black now, but
I
yeah,
guess
they
that's
do
what
be
now.
light skin.
I guess that's what society pictures as perfect. Looking at that, maybe I don't know, but I'm just saying, like me personally, I don't have no opinion on that because I really, one, I don't care, and two, it's like
You're
I
not
don't really
invested.
see. Yeah, well, I guess, but I don't know, but
what part are you saying you don't care about?
like I never really paid attention to colorism that much for me to like really think about it and care. 'Cause
It is an
That-
issue though.
That means it
No,
never
I'm
really
saying
affected
in other
you then.
countries. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's why maybe I was oblivious to it, but I honestly never felt it. It's to a point where maybe back in the days, as if you was a light skin, to a point where to separate us as when we were slaves and stuff like that. You know, light skinned person most likely would be the house nigga, and a black person will be in the fields. I understood that part, but I'm talking about as in now. I don't really see that aspect of it. Like a white person will be more cool with a light skinned person than a dark skinned person. No, to them, black is black.
But a
So
light
that's what I'm saying. Like,
skinned
I don't
person
know.
don't hear things like you're pretty to be a light skinned girl. But if a
Yeah,
dark skinned girl is
that's
pretty,
the perfect point.
they'd be
right there.
like, oh,
You're pretty for
to be a
dark
dark
skin.
skinned girl.
You're pretty for.
I never heard of that. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
I
never
hear
heard
girls
of that.
complain
I
about
heard
that
that
all the
all
time.
the time.
Still,
all the
still
time.
to
All
this
the
day.
time.
Yep.
So you pretty
That
to
shit
be that
happen.
black?
Not
No,
you're
it's
pretty
pretty
for a
for
You're
dark
dark skin
pretty
girl.
for a dark skin girl.
You're pretty for a dark
They
But
skin
you
hate
won't hear
that.
that for a light skin girl. A light skin girl, you won't hear
You
somebody
would just
say, "Oh,
say
you're
you're
pretty
pretty.
for a light skin girl." You won't hear that.
You won't hear that.
Oh,
You're not.
They'll just
Oh,
say
really?
you're pretty.
You're
Yeah,
pretty.
I didn't
Right.
know
Yeah, it's
Nah,
That's
bro,
that's
you
a
could- you
big
couldn't
thing.
be-
I see memes about
A lot
that.
of
I see
people
dark
feel
skin
offended
girls
by that,
complain.
too.
I seen like this one bartender that complains all the time, and maybe she has a reason to, but it's just like, damn, you complain a lot. How she dark skinned and she's pretty, and like she's dark skinned, so it's just like she feels like she gets treated differently than the light skin or the Spanish bartenders or whatever. So I see her complain about it all the time. I just take that like it's like a mental note, like, oh, that shit happens to you, that's crazy.
Yeah,
But-
they could probably be on some shit like a celebrity come in, they get the bad Spanish girl or the
Yep.
bad white girl.
Okay,
instead of
put it
I'm
telling
to
thinking
her.
about it. Yeah, maybe
But that-
women.
not just for that.
Maybe women, I guess, like in America, maybe women goes through that, but I don't see how men go through that. So
Oh, come
maybe
on.
that's a woman issue. Really,
The whole
Nah.
'90s is lit with
Yeah,
Like
for dark
the
skin
biggest,
versus- yeah.
biggest stars.
Maybe,
was
I don't know
light-skinned.
no models and shit like that, so I don't know. I can't really call it.
I'm
but
talking about
just saying
rappers and artists.
everyday life and stuff like that. I don't know, like, where colorism really affects.
I'm talking about
I
like
don't know where colorism really affects us, but I mean, like for a woman, I could understand. Like I'm thinking about it now. As a bartender, usually you don't really see dark skinned bartenders. You'll see like the light skinned ones and everything. Okay, I can understand.
And that's
problem.
bad.
Yeah, you know, I understand that. I'm thinking about it now.
I look at it like
I can understand that. But for a nigga, I'm like, I don't.
look at it like how when all the models was complaining about only light skinned or exotic looking women Spanish or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
What was in music videos? That was a
he
big
don't
issue.
see it from a guy's
from a guy's perspective, I don't see it, but like for a girl, I could understand why a girl could talk like could be like have her gripe with that or have complaints about that, because I could, like you losing money in certain things and you losing opportunities. I can understand that, but for a guy, that's what I'm saying. My perspective, like I didn't really care for it because I didn't really think about it. Cause
Off the top of your head, you don't think going you and another lighter complexion black man and another white man go for the job, you don't think they have a better chance of getting the job before you?
We shouldn't even add white man because colorism is within the black people versus black people.
I get that, but it's still down the same
The
line
most
because
I could
they're
really-
lighter than you. So that's what I'm trying to get.
The
at.
most I could really see on the male's perspective is like when like somebody like in Bryant Gumbel's position, where it's just like you speak proper or you're light skinned or like certain tendencies of a white man that be like, oh, you're acting white.
Yeah, that's a bad example because I was gonna go back to that. It doesn't matter if he was light skinned or black because people are gonna be like, quote unquote, he's acting white. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if he was black or light skinned. It just people just look at him as him being like an Uncle Tom or being white.
So are there any cases where
I'm telling you now, like the best case of this is the 90s, bro. When you think
90s?
about all of the artists that were popping, all of them were light skinned, pretty boys, all of them.
That's not true.
Name one. I mean, Bobby Brown was the one that broke the mold.
So you talking about R&B? You talking about R&B?
Yeah, because that's what they consider the sex symbol. Like,
but what about Keith Sweat?
Yeah, no, you
what
know
about
it is,
Keith
he's right,
Sweat?
'cause even in the New Edition movie, and I remember when Johnny Gill was like, she stopped talking to me because I was dark skinned or some shit like that.
Yeah,
but she was white though. Johnny Gill, you talking about? But the other girl he was dealing with was white. It wasn't that she was light skinned.
Well, at the end of the day,
that's what I'm talking about. The image of a dark skinned male. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not because
it's
she
not
was
about
white.
like El DeBarge was the man.
But that's what I'm saying. Going back to that thing. So you think they would have been cool with it if it was light skinned? No, it's just because he wasn't white.
If it was El DeBarge, it would be different.
I think so. Exactly what I think so. I think it's really a colorism thing, and that's a real issue. It might be more for women.
There was a lot of black R&B guys in the 90s though.
That was
Keith Sweat. You had
Keith Sweat.
He's brown.
Okay, whatever.
Nah,
brown.
He went. Everybody's brown.
I'll let you get that one.
Everybody's brown. Everybody dirty water.
Keith Sweat, but then who else?
Hennessy.
It wasn't really too many of them, bro.
You had a few. I just can't remember off the top of my head. There was a few though.
What is it like?
We're not gonna do that
Casey and
shit
JoJo, niggas, Jodeci, they half of them was like dark skin.
All of them was dark.
All of them was dark skin.
Wow, what's the other name that was on the
Oh
drums?
yeah,
He was light skin.
yeah, he was light skin.
His son was on the drums.
He don't count
Devontae or whatever. How he don't count?
because
Everybody
gotta
always
see- what's
remember
his name?
Casey and JoJo.
I think it's Devontae.
Devontae.
Yeah, it was
Devontae
Devontae.
Swain.
Exactly.
Nah, the nigga on the drum. That's his name.
I said
What
his name. You asked me.
Aaron Hall. I'm thinking about it now. Aaron Hall with Guy and all them niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
fake
guy
ass R. Kelly nigga.
Chill, bro.
Aaron Hall.
I think R. Kelly got his
Yeah,
swag
he
from
definitely
Aaron
got
Hall,
his
bro.
swag from Aaron Hall though.
Who? R. Kelly?
He made it his own. Now.
R. Kelly definitely got his shit.
Nah,
from
but
Aaron
like
Hall.
going back to it though, like Bobby Brown, he kind of changed that whole thing.
Facts.
Because before Bobby, it was definitely the I'll Be Sures. It was the what is it, Chris Williams. It was the fucking El DeBarge. It was these pretty boys.
John B.
He's straight white. But he looked
Is
like,
he?
he was white.
Oh my
He's
God,
white,
he's
but
another one of those black white guys.
No, he is.
He had
That's
like
crazy.
A
All
black
the-
niggas line up and everything, so you would think that.
Yes.
He had a
He had
fade,
a-
God. Like
no,
nigga,
he had a-
nigga had a
yeah, he had
freaking
a
flight
fade,
jacket,
and
all
he had
that
a-
leather
Why
jacket.
do I feel like y'all so wrong about? I don't even think he
What?
white.
Nah,
That's what I'm
John B,
saying.
I think he white, bro.
I thought he was like Spanish or like black,
That's
light
what I
skin or
thought.
some shit
I
like
don't
that.
know where he from, but I just feel
Yeah,
like
right,
we just,
yeah, yeah.
we
He's
just,
the illest
we just
white boy in
named
the
him
back.
something.
Never
We just
even
named
cared-
him white. Like,
Never
yeah,
even
he's
cared to
white.
think about it. Actually, I never
So
really thought about it.
Google's your best friend.
going off of the female aspect of it, have you guys ever felt like you didn't date or turned down a woman because she was dark skinned or she wasn't light complexion?
I used to think I had a.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with opposites attract. So that answered my question. Right?
I bet.
Okay.
I used to.
And that was it for me.
I used to think I used to have a type, and then you just mess with a dark skinned person. Like, why the hell did I thought I have a type? Like, I love all women, so like thinking I like the light skinned women and not
Not the dark skin.
yeah, not the dark skin. And then I dated a dark skin. I was just like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was dumb. So At the beginning, earlier, I used to think I had a type.
I just never. I mean, I know I'm dark skinned, but I never, for some reason, like a girl my complexion never. I never was attracted to somebody my complexion. Never. Nah, I never came across anybody. So, but
it wasn't like on purpose. I was just
it wasn't like nah. It was one of those nobody ever caught my eye. That was like my complexion. So, I just left it at that. That's about it.
That makes sense.
You think maybe that's a little bit of the way, you know what I'm saying, society made things? Because like with me,
I mean, I feel my preference may be different from yours.
No. I ain't saying. I'm saying you cool with your preference. I'm just saying like society did that to me because my type was like the Hillary Banks and all that because that's what I thought beauty was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize it was being shaped. I didn't think it was being like shaped in my head by TV. You know what I'm saying? Until I walked out in the world and I'm like, there's no Hillary Banks walking down the block. You know what I'm saying? So reality is like, hey, bro.
You had mad shenanigans.
How you doing?
Hey, yo, Martin getting mad promos, right?
Facts.
Too much promo.
Comedians,
Nah,
bro.
but like for a long time, I was like, oh, if she don't look like that, I don't like her. But then I'm like,
We were taught that, bro. You're saying the right thing.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I thought at one point out like, oh, light skinned women, that's my type. And then I dated dark skinned women. I was like, oh, I love all women. I don't care type, color, don't matter.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I've been pretty good.
You've
ever
been,
since.
you been content since, huh?
I've been great since.
Heard you.
What about you?
What about you, Jim?
What about you, Rel?
I never really matter. If you was attractive, light skin, dark skin, didn't matter. Just I never said, oh, I'm not going to
You are a vibe guy.
Yeah, vibe and the way you look.
You know,
If I was
Rel love
attractive,
everybody though. Like I couldn't see you
as it
having
should,
like
as it should be. I mean,
you know what I'm
well,
saying? Like, oh,
you
nah,
should be.
yeah,
You should look for
I don't
vibes.
see that.
I don't see him
I
being
don't
like
see
that.
that either.
I've known people that be like, I don't date with no dark skinned chicks.
I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that.
Yeah,
Niggas be darker than
You judge them?
darker than my fucking hoodie. Talk about it. I don't like
You
dark
judge people
skin.
who got preferences?
I mean, when it's that
I
kind
think
of
Joe
preference,
got
kind of
preferences.
that's different.
that
That's
kind
like,
of preference, yeah, that's colorism.
That's like racism kind of.
Yeah,
it's
like
colorism. Exactly what
Why?
we're
I
talking
mean,
about.
people could like what they like.
That's fine, but at the end of the day,
You
I
just
don't
said
date.
it's not. You said it's not, like it's not cool, but you just said it's fine though. I don't get it.
No, people can like who they like, but if you're really gonna tell me I won't date you because you're dark skinned, that's colorism. That's like you can like
That's
who you like
racism.
How? Maybe he just don't like it.
But still,
because you're dark skinned. It's colorism, bro.
I mean, it's still kind of
It might-
ignorant. It's
but-
ignorant though.
But
Ultimately,
No, like me, I'll approach a situation as if she's cool, dark skin or light skin, I'm fine with. If I end up with a light skin girl, I'm fine with. If I end up with a dark skin girl, I'm fine with. But if I say I'm not dating dark skin women, that's not my type. And I just like, well, you kind of got to.
It's just like saying. It's just like saying.
thought.
All right. It's just like saying this, right? It's just like saying. All right. Would you ever date with a girl that's flat chested and flat with a flat butt, flat chest?
Nope.
So that means you're discriminated against people who's flat chested and flat and black butt.
I
No,
don't care about chest.
but I'm saying, no, okay, I dig it. I know this, but I'm just saying, like,
We
but
all
like,
do.
you like what you like. So how come it's offensive if somebody else likes what they like?
He's saying basically when it's the complexion, why does that
Yeah.
changes the thing?
It's just what it is. It's
But-
colorism.
But see, you not understand what I'm saying.
no, I understand what you're saying, but
What?
it is what it is. It's still colorism.
Why is it colorism if it's just the I don't like? If you like, not me. I'm just
I
saying.
just feel that
Like if they made up something where it's like flat buttism, then I have it.
that's a good point,
got a
brother.
point.
That's
You
a
got a
point.
point.
There you go.
You
That's
got a
my
point.
point, bro.
But
if
I'm
they
just
made
saying,
that
like,
up, then I have it.
That's
I don't
more
like that.
easy. That's easier to like for people to grasp.
Niggas
than you
anti-flat
saying-
buttism.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. She too dark.
Flat
for me.
buttism.
'Cause, like,
No,
but-
not even saying these shoes dog.
Keep it a buck, right?
Okay, say okay,
Right?
but how about if
anti-tittyism.
so how
I don't
about if
care about
a
that.
black
Small,
guy?
big,
So how about if a black guy be
Tittyism.
like, you know what, I'm not really into white girls like that. So oh my God, so that means you don't like white girls? No, maybe that's just
It's
you
not.
like what you
It
like.
could
After
go-
a
it could
while,
go- it could go
you
both
know.
ways.
After a while, you know what you like. You have a good idea what you like. Just because you don't like something, don't necessarily mean like you can't
But
tolerate
it's a
it or
difference
anything
between
like that.
finding something attractive and then not liking them. Like,
What?
when you said that like, yeah, you know, I don't like black girls or whatever. The
No,
case
stop
may
doing
be.
that.
I ain't saying you said that.
That was a good save, though, you
I
niggas.
ain't gonna kill you.
Oh,
That was a good save. That was a good save.
I ain't saying that you saying that, but I'm just saying a
as-
general
yeah,
you.
there you go.
A general you.
Yeah.
A person say, yeah, I don't like black girls or whatever the case may be. They saying they don't like them. That ain't saying like my preference isn't black girls. They saying like I don't like them. So that could be taken multiple.
Exactly.
That's what I said. It could go.
That's why.
I guess.
That's why
I'm
I said.
just saying.
I just feel the
but
thought
that's-
is just ignorant.
But that's
I
what
guess
I'm saying.
what he's
No.
trying to say.
Goes back to what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So if I say, you know what, like black girls just not my speed. It's not like I don't say I don't like them or I despise
It's
them.
just not your
I just don't like. I
Right.
just don't like black
That's
girls, or
understandable.
maybe I just don't mesh with black girls. You know what I mean? So like I can't sit there and be like, if
Yo,
somebody
it
tells
just
me
sounds
that,
crazy.
it
It just sounds.
What?
It sounds like
It sounds like a
grouping
No,
thing,
see that's
not
the
you.
problem. That's the problem.
Not you.
Like,
But
no,
it sounds like a
understand.
grouping thing.
I understand, but it's just like I understand what you're saying. But people's quick to be sensitive about it. No, maybe he just don't like black girls. So it's like I can't be mad at him. So you trying to say black girls you don't like them? You trying to say black girls not too good for you? No, nigga, he just don't like black girls.
The way I look at it
Yeah,
sometimes
but
is like if you're
What?
pretty much saying like, like my question would be like, do you find black girls attractive? Now, if you say no, then to me it's colorism. Or no, well, not but like
Why,
like it's
though?
racism. If you tell me you don't find black girls attractive, then that's racism. If you say I find black girls attractive, but I kind of I prefer this, then I'm like, all right, that's more of an understandable answer. But if you tell me, black girls or light-skinned girls are not attractive to me, or dark-skinned girls are not attractive, I'm like, no, that's colorism. Because if you're going to tell me,
Because if that same girl was light skinned, you would be like, oh, she's bad.
Yes.
so like
Okay.
out of 100 black dark-skinned girls that you put them in a lineup and you say none of them is attracted to you, I mean, you're not attracted to none of them, then at the end of the day, there's some type of colorism that you have there.
Okay, so how about if somebody don't like say that person don't like maybe Hindu or Pakistani type girls. So there's something you'll take offense to something like
I'm going to ask them, do you
Yeah.
find them attractive? Do you find any of them attractive? Oh, yeah, I find them attractive, but it's just not my type. Okay, cool. To me, that's an answer. Like, I don't like.
that's just a safe answer. How about if sometimes you just don't like what you don't like? I don't understand how
I understand what you're
something.
talking about, but it can come off a certain way, and at the end of the day, like,
You already know how I feel about the whole come off thing. If the person just says he doesn't like him, he don't have to be crucified for not liking something.
Nobody crucifying them.
No, but I'm saying like that's how it says, because it comes off like it says. It comes off if you say you don't like something, or you don't fuck with that something, or something like that. You don't. It's colorism, or it's this, it's that. No, maybe that person don't like some. Like everybody's so big on a label. How about if the person just don't like something? It don't have to be colorism. Maybe he likes black people. Maybe he likes black people or don't. It doesn't matter. That's not his preference.
That's fine.
That
That's what I'm
sounds like
saying.
racism, though.
What sounds like because he doesn't like
black people.
No, what I mean.
Let's keep it on the color.
Black girls. You know what I mean.
Let's keep it on the light skin, dark skin thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm still going about that. I'm just saying like it's colorism just because if you don't like black girls, it's
Dark-skinned
colorism.
girls.
No, I think where it came from is the fact that like this person is saying that he don't find
No, colorism. Well, colorism
he don't
to
find
me.
dark skinned girls attractive.
Yeah, and I feel like
That's dark skinned girls, not because her eyes look weird or her nose look funny or X, Y, and
Yeah,
Z.
it was just a
It was
general
just
broad.
dark
No,
skinned
but-
girls.
Yeah.
But like you said,
I'm not attracted to
everybody has a type, right? Everybody has a type. So is it colorism for me? For me, because I'm attracted to say I'm attracted to Spanish girls.
Uh-huh.
So that's colorism because I
No.
don't really fuck with with black girls like that, and I
No,
fuck with Spanish
but you're-
girls.
but
But I
you're
have a
not-
type.
But you can have a type, but you don't have to be like dark skinned girls ain't attracted to.
All right,
me.
look.
But
quick,
it's just
quick
like
question.
saying so it's not colorism if I don't say it, but if I say it, it's colorism.
All right, quick question.
But you know I'm implying I like Spanish girls.
Quick question. You
So
just
if
said you
just
like
because I
Spanish-
don't say I don't like black girls, not really my preference. Spanish girls is that makes it colorism.
All right,
If
I have a quick question.
If you say that I don't like dark skinned girls,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
if I omit
attracted-
it, it's cool.
no,
That's what you just saying.
don't do that.
You're right.
Yo, I have a quick question. You said just hypothetically, you said, what if I said I like Spanish girls? Yeah. Spanish girls do come in a darker complexion. Spanish girls come in a lighter complexion.
Nah, I agree.
I would ask, all right, if you had a darker complexion Spanish girl, would you like date her? And if you tell me no, I like the lighter
That's
complexion.
colorism.
That's colorism.
Got a point on that one.
So that's why I'm like, yo, like there's like colorism is real. Whether you have your type or not, it can fall into a colorism like type. It like you can fall into that category of colorism.
Yeah, got a point.
All right. So
Wait, you I think we asked you what
Nah,
you,
Rel love everybody, bro.
what about you?
Black.
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black.
I love my black women.
That's it.
I love the black
One
on your
and
face.
done, nigga.
Nothing much to talk about. Light, dark, no matter.
I just feel like it's okay for people to have preferences.
Of
Like
course.
everybody knows their type.
Yeah.
I just don't want any like. Just because you don't say you don't like something, don't necessarily mean.
No,
like
I do
you're
believe.
racist
I
to
do
it
believe
or
some
something
people
like
are
that.
taught those things. They have to unlearn those kind of.
I
things.
agree. Some people,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
it's-
agree with that everybody has their type. I just don't like when you kind of make it look like I won't date it. I won't date that because that's not in my type.
It's just like saying.
Because I used to
Okay,
think that.
it's just like saying, nah, I'm not. I don't like. I wouldn't date a gay person or I wouldn't fuck with a gay person. Oh, so I'm homophobic now. You know what I mean?
Why would
I
you
just
date
don't.
if you date
That's not
somebody
my
because
preference.
you're
You know
not
what I mean?
gay.
Huh?
You're not
of course
gay.
not.
That's the
Yeah,
reason why
but
you
still,
won't date
it still
her.
comes off. But that's how it comes off.
No. That's totally
Nah,
different.
It is.
That's way
It
different,
is.
bro.
No,
Way
no,
You said
just-
you wouldn't
you're
date a gay
pushing the
person.
narrative.
Of course you won't.
Yeah,
You're
that's what
not
I'm saying.
gay.
That's what I'm saying. But just because you
No,
don't
no,
do
no,
it,
no.
just-
That was a bad. That was a bad.
no, I'm
comparison.
just
Yeah,
saying
that's
because you
not-
push the narrative
that
that
was
way.
not-
I'm telling you, it's
not
the
really.
same
That's-
thing, bro. It's the same. That's
no
how I look
way.
at it.
There's no
I look
way.
at it the same thing. I look at it as the same thing.
Hell
Because
no.
people are sensitive. Just because I said something or if I omit it, it's cool. But if I say it out loud, then automatically it's something else. You know?
That the
It's
colorism and the
literally-
racism.
It's
thing-
literally you just writing her off because of her complexion.
What?
Like when a guy say, "I don't date black girls," you know, or "I don't date dark skinned girls." Like you're writing them off.
No. It's not saying
without-
I won't date them. It's just like, you know what? I just don't say that's not my type.
You know why I
like
don't? You
my
know why I
type.
don't like that statement? Because I refuse to believe that there's at least 1 zillion people of all complexions, all different types of features, and you're gonna tell me you're not gonna like or be attracted to at least one.
Right.
You're gonna just say off the top, I just
Oh yeah, write them off.
That's
dark
what I was
skin one,
saying
the
earlier.
dark skin ones,
No,
they're
I
good.
agree.
I'm telling you, you're not gonna
I
find
understand.
one attractive.
I understand what
not
you're saying.
one.
I understand what you're saying, but I feel like people are entitled to their type, to their preference. So, like,
I agree with
But we're
that too.
not
But
taking
I,
away their preference by saying that.
yes, it's kind of you
No,
kind
we're
of
not.
No.
Yo, we're basically saying you can have your preference,
can
but
have your
you
preference.
can also be open to something that's not your preference. And if you're not, then that kind of falls into the colorism.
But look at
category.
the society we live in. Everybody's not giving everybody a chance.
We ain't talking about them niggas. We talking about us now. on
Okay,
this
well,
podcast,
we shouldn't
like-
even have this conversation because I don't think none of us have colorism.
No,
all
we
think
don't,
Every
but at the same
culture,
time,
every
like-
person has a sexy woman in there.
I think.
But we just talking in general.
I think everybody has a preference. That's fine. But based on what Darren just said, you can have your preference, but you can't just simply just negate, like without even having, like Dane-Ja just said too, there's 1 zillion people out there. You have to find at least one person or even consider to say, you know what, she probably not that bad. So for you to not to even think or even having thinking,
Trying.
No,
trying,
I understand.
then that's a problem.
I understand.
That's a problem.
But you gotta understand, some people are ignorant too. Some people
but
just.
that's the
some
colorism
people
part.
just.
But that's where the colorism part
But
come in. It's kind of
Some
like
people just stick to what they know sometimes.
No, you're right, because specifically when all these like Hindus, these Jews, these people, they only date within.
Yeah.
their-
Perfect example.
they were taught that.
Perfect
It's like how
example
we were
is the
taught.
I don't know I don't want to say it wrong, but like I don't know the exact religion where they like only thing you see is they see their eyes.
Yeah.
You can't tell me oh yeah she's sexy.
She's sexy as hell.
Boy, you don't see
Nah,
nothing.
that don't count. That don't
them
count.
ankles,
You can't.
to me,
that don't
It's
count.
gorgeous. That's not a good example.
But no,
how can
it
we
is.
judge something we don't see,
No,
bro?
they get to
What?
see him at home though. They just
Yeah, they
can't-
get to see it at
At
home.
home,
Yeah.
they know they're pretty, but
Yeah,
at
I
the
know
end of
that
the
they
day,
dress up like that after they're married. So before they're married, they could show their face and stuff.
You sure?
They do
Yeah,
that. They
bro.
do that for obvious reasons.
You
So
sure? 'Cause I
other.
no, I know
I
some
think-
that's
yeah.
not married that
Yeah,
that
I
show
think
their face.
they have to show-
during certain times, but they do show their face. Like if they out with a man, they allowed to show their face. Like only certain people is
inside the
allowed to
house.
see-
the face inside
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah.
But like outside, no, you can't tell.
I don't-
Unless
I don't-
unless you got
I
some
don't-
crazy cake behind that thing.
Yo, it be.
Like,
Whoa!
Yeah, that's the point, bro.
I need that one. I need that one.
Look at them ankles.
You be like, damn, baby, you see them eyeshadow? You see her eyeshadow right here? That shit is mad sexy.
So I'm just saying, I'm not.
I was told they do that so other men don't lust off.
Yeah,
their,
and then
off their wife.
and like in their countries, they take that shit serious. If
Nigga,
you got your face out, they consider you a slut. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's
And
different.
in some cases you can
every
get
culture.
killed.
Yeah, they'll what they call that shit when they
Stone?
stone you to death. Yeah, crazy shit.
OD.
So since we on the topic of people bleaching and trying to change the color of their skin and all those kind of stuff, and the light skin versus
Colorism.
dark skin,
Bleach out.
colorism stuff. Has there ever been anything that you guys personally wanted to change about you? Like you felt, oh, maybe if I was, light skin, or maybe if I had a lighter color tone, or if I was, whatever the case may be, was there anything you ever wanted to change?
That's right. Keep it a buck. That's
My
right,
height.
bro.
I keep it a buck. In the 90s, I wish I was light skinned. I ain't gonna hold you up.
What?
I thought I was.
That shit was torture, bro.
I ain't gonna front. I'm like, damn, son. I feel like if I ain't light skinned, I ain't gonna get no gals.
Nah,
son. Like
nah.
that.
You think that shit gonna last forever? You don't think it's gonna change and then Biggie gonna come out and save dark skinned dudes?
Yo,
or-
how tall you want it to be?
Yo, anyway, back to that.
6 feet. At least 6 feet.
6 feet flat.
At least 6 feet.
All right,
If
so
I
when,
was- if
when
I
I
was
walk
6
by
feet-
you, you don't feel no way, right?
Nah.
Are we good? All right, cool.
But I always said that if I had to
He's
change
got
one
top
thing,
He's a
one
fuckboy.
thing, word, fuck
Fucking
you.
tall 6 feet ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Nigga.
I hate this nigga Ease. Let me show you how to DJ.
Yo, you gotta capitalize off of that. Look
That's
a
so
little Duval. Like you gotta own it, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Only thing
He's on it. He ain't. He
Nah,
good, man.
I'm just saying, if there was
I
one
mean, he
thing,
good, but that's the first thing he brought up. So it's on his mind.
The only thing I ever wanted to change about myself, and I still can, is just being more fit. Like I'm
Lazy
I'm
ass.
light skin
You
problems.
gotta. Yeah, exactly. See that? You want to eat.
I'm
You want to
skinny dude
eat
with a
cake and donuts
You be
and
same
watch
thing
cake
you eat, man.
and donuts.
We had Juniors before.
Oh yeah. Woo. She tastes
Oh,
mad
yeah,
good.
yeah.
$10.
Yo, I never ate
OD.
that either. Juniors.
Junior's cakes.
I keep
It's
thinking
good.
about the
No-
rat.
no
that they
shade.
have.
Facts.
No
Facts.
shade, but
Super
All right, never
fat.
mind
no
about
cheesecake
Juniors.
is worth the whole friggin' oxtail meal. That shit is $9.50.
All right, dub on Juniors.
Facts.
How you feel
Double on
about
what?
Nah, I went to Junior's today. And
Junior's
I got a
cheesecake.
cheesecake.
Yeah, Juniors early.
Oh,
Shit,
okay.
it cost $9.50. I know that's outrageous.
One
When
slice,
you
bro.
hear
One
that, I
slice.
know that's outrageous for you.
Nah, that's not that crazy.
Nah, that
What?
is terrible, bro.
Cheesecake-
Junior's rich.
You could get
No,
oxtail
not
shit from
even.
G's.
Whatever. I never had a slice of cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory.
You know what? I was gonna go there too, but
That's
I didn't get that
expensive.
yet.
That's expensive.
It's more than that.
It's like, maybe I don't know, but it gotta be like around that. Or
It's
but
probably
maybe
the same
higher.
thing. It's probably the same thing.
Yeah,
Nobody's
that's not
cheesecake
bad.
is that
It's around
good,
the
bro.
same thing.
Yeah, everyone change.
I've heard.
Nobody's
I've
cheesecake is that
eaten.
good.
Nah,
I've
Oreo,
eaten-
they Oreo
it's not-
cheesecake is butter.
I've eaten good cheesecake
butters.
for a lesser
Butters,
price that tastes better than Junior's. Not gonna hold you.
I be eating the cakes from Jamaican flavors.
Be
Them
eating
shits
that
is
cake.
I heard that too. This nigga be eating
I
mad
was just like,
cakes.
right.
You got
It's
it.
in the Bronx or
Detroit
Detroit.
or born in the Bronx, exactly.
Nah, when I came to New York.
Oh,
When I
that
came to
makes
New York.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really good with the hazing, like I said
You
before.
gonna get the heat from the Bronx chicks.
So,
What about you, Ralph?
what type of heat you talking about?
I mean, it could be.
Chill.
I don't want it to burn, but go ahead, bro.
That's why I said that. That's why I said that because he always talking that
I know.
STD shit out
It's all
there.
good.
Brooklyn
It's all
got the
good.
throne though.
Here you go again.
Yeah, bro. Y'all niggas with this
Y'all the
Brooklyn
king.
and Bronx thing. Probably just like Hypa, probably only my height. Because I used to play a lot of basketball, bro. Like, that was life. I used to wake up, eat, sleep, drink. It was all about ball all day, every day.
6
so,
feet. That's
you
it.
know,
That's all I needed.
Playing
feet.
ball.
They're all you need.
You want
Oh, he
to
That
be
would've
taller
been
when you
great.
play ball. So
Give up.
that's probably been the
Give
biggest
that
thing
up.
for me.
Me, I'll say, grow a beard. I cannot grow no fucking beard.
Nigga, you wanted a
Okay.
beard at 10? Like,
Yeah.
are we talking about your whole life? That's all
Well,
you wanted?
so far? Yeah,
To change?
Yeah, I'll say a beard.
Nigga, you ain't want
Come
no
on,
beard that
Joe.
when you was in junior
No,
high school.
obviously when I'm younger, obviously.
Talk
But
about,
I don't
like-
think about. Nah, I didn't really think about changing anything except like I said. Only thing I think about now is a beard.
So you be having cold faces.
What you mean cold face?
Cold
It's a cold face. It's a cold face.
I'm just saying, when it's 40
outside.
degrees
40
outside.
degrees.
you know,
Yo, for real, I be thinking
cold
about
You
that.
need a ski mask.
What you mean? Niggas be masked up, nigga. What the fuck you think? I'm the only nigga with that mask. I'm the only nigga with the mask.
I mean, I
The-
think
the
everybody
hat?
else got the foot. Well,
Oh nah, don't leave my struggle shit, bro.
nah, I'm just saying. You almost there.
My shit coming in low.
I think-
my shit
look,
coming
we
in
in
low.
the same
people.
ballpark.
Yeah,
I think
it's
I-
coming
we in the
Yo,
same
I know,
ballpark.
yo, your shit would be official, but
I
you
be-
want.
yeah, I be
What's your
cutting my
reason
shits.
for not wanting to grow it out,
It's
bro?
just irritating, bro.
Yo, I heard you had to
Word.
eat mad box to get the bids. Is that true?
I don't know about all
That's
that.
an urban legend.
I don't know about all that.
That's an urban legend. That's an urban legend.
Mad
Tell you
box.
now.
Hell yeah, it look like everybody eat boxes here. If that's the case.
Nah, marinating that thing and this.
Nah, it gotta be real.
I got the
Once
heavy
upon a time, nigga, real
They
shit
always
never
said
used-
them light skinned
Nah,
niggas.
real shit never used to connect, my nigga. I don't know
So-
what juices you oh your shit.
I told him right. I told him right.
Time out.
What
What you did? You told him how to eat pussy?
So,
No, shut up.
so that so that hold on.
He said he told him
hold
once. I
on.
want to know what he
Hold
told him,
on.
I
nigga.
told him how to.
So basically,
how to rough it out for the.
How you connect? How you
But
connect
fam,
with the
so-
juices? The juices, right?
Juices.
No, I'm saying it seemed like Drew need to eat more box.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Only one right now.
Hey, that goes to show he cheat. He put his chin in it.
Oh my god.
That's jokes right there.
Nah, that's the truth though. That shit funny.
Oh
I find it hard to believe you never want to change anything. That's kind of crazy.
Nah, my bed. Really? Nah, you
Bro,
know.
Bro, you
Nah,
never wanted to
nah.
be taller.
I
You
was
never
never
wanted
really,
to-
you know what it is? I don't think I've ever been like really insecure. Like I haven't, never.
Nah, it's not. I don't think it's about insecure.
It's insecurity.
No, it is. It is insecurity.
That's what it is.
It's an insecurity. Even though it might be, it might be
Yeah.
really light.
Like
and
I want it to
it's-
be tall, but I don't think
it's
it
not
ever
bothering you,
affected
but
me. Like,
it-
oh
but-
my god, you know what I mean? Like, I never. It was one of those like Rel be saying. Like sometimes when you playing ball, it's like when you see the dudes that you playing around, it's like you wish.
Yeah, I guess as a short
Sometimes
person
I
too.
wish I wanted
they
to
call
be
that
taller so I could know
they
how to
call that
dunk.
the Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
You know,
Nah,
I
that
get
shit
what you're
was-
saying,
that
but
shit
you know what
was-
it is. I always felt like even
but I think
even if I was,
Napoleon complex is more of like
you want
like,
to show out.
Yeah, you act out because you short, so you gotta
Yeah.
'Cause
prove
you think-
that you,
yeah,
you
exactly.
Yes,
you
yes.
more.
It be them niggas
bigger
in the
and
club
something.
with the bottle and they the shortest nigga. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Me and my niggas here, we lit. It's like, who this
Or
5
the
foot
little,
4 ass
it'll be the
nigga?
little dude that will pop off,
Word.
quick to pop off because
Facts.
he's little.
Kevin, the
Something
Kevin
like
Hart's
that.
and Lil Duval's.
Yeah, nah, but I mean, I don't know. At a young age, man, I didn't really care. After a while, I really didn't care what people thought. Like,
Nah, that was the only.
Nah,
nah,
bro, I ain't gonna lie. That shit tormented me, bro.
Nah, not to me.
Nah, because honestly,
I
tell you the
didn't
truth, true story.
Not that bad.
I think one of my best friends really made me like it really clicked when he really spoke about it to me one. Like he wasn't really speaking to me exactly, he was speaking to my other friend, but him saying that really clicked. It clicked for me. Like I remember when I was like 13, 14, like we was all just chilling outside. And he was talking to him. He was talking to my other friend. It was all of us. Usually at like night we just chill out, whatever. It was summertime. So he was like, how one of my friends was like, yo, I'm about to meet up with a chick, but she fronting on me. I don't know like that. She trying to front like I ain't cute or whatever like that and everything. Like. So I think I kind of figured out who it was, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm still lost.
But anyway,
I'm just saying.
Lost in the sauce.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I figure it out now.
Oh, okay, yeah, but yeah. So my other man was like, yo, why do you care what people think about you so much? He was like, nah, what you mean? He's like, nah, she trying to play me, nigga. What you trying to play me? It's whatever. But he was like, nah, like,
It sound
why
like
do
he
you
want to scrap
care?
a shorty.
Yeah,
like,
that's
nah,
what I'm saying.
She trying to play me. I'm about to snuff.
Yeah, he's like, yo, why do you care so much? People care about people so much that don't really give a fuck about you. Like, why do you try so hard to try to press somebody that don't really care about you? If you die one day, like if you die the next day, they
Y'all
gonna look
niggas
at you.
thought deep at 14. See, I was.
Nah,
I
I'm
was
telling you,
going
like
some
we was
other
really.
shit.
He was saying it as a joke, kind of, but he was talking real shit, and it clicked for me. He was like, "Yo, son, this nigga's right. Like, why do I give so much people so much attention? Like, to when if anything would happen to me, like, they wouldn't even give a fuck about me.
But I think it happens in today's generation too. It's not even just when you're 14.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
like
if you
people.
look at it,
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna use social media. A lot of people is trying to get get that
approval. Yeah,
from
but for what though?
I mean,
Bro, I feel like with certain people they get that message later. Like me, I got that message later. I realized like it wasn't that. Like I said, I found out it was the complexion. I'm not ugly, you know what I'm saying? Because I was pulling girls. I just wasn't getting the ones I wanted.
You want it?
You know what I'm saying? So it all made sense later, but at that moment, you're not thinking like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't need everybody like me. That's your adolescence when you trying to get approval. You trying to figure out where you fit in.
Yeah, and then it's like you got I really sat back and think about it. It's like, yo, the people you want to like you feel like you got to act a whole different way around them. You got to do the things that they like to do and then disregard the things that you like to do. It's like, for what? So basically, you giving that person that don't give a fuck about you all that satisfaction while you in despair.
Sometimes people don't realize what they do until you tell them. So like you're saying that, and they wouldn't realize until you tell them what they're doing.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
Basically, you're telling everybody right now that's listening, like, give a fuck less.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it had to take him to say it.
I was about to say the same thing. It also depends on who it's coming from. Because if it's coming from a cornball,
the source is everything.
Yeah, if it's coming from a cornball, you'd be like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That goes back to why I said what I said. I wanted those girls not paying attention to the girls around me, thinking I'm a king. You get what I'm saying? Like girls that's begging to be with me, and I'm looking past that. So like, if you're not like, if you a person that seeks that, or you seek something in life, or whatever the case may be, you're gonna try to get to it no matter what. Not realizing you changing yourself to get there.
Because
You know
they seeking acceptance.
Yeah, you're looking for acceptance from somewhere that you probably don't want it.
Like you said, think about it. Think how much things you have to do for that girl. That
I ain't
you
do
had
shit
to,
for her.
But I'm just I'm just saying though, like for her, just for her to like you, you had probably stayed on the phone with her mad long.
I'm still mad now.
He get tight all over again.
He's one nigga. He'll think about it like, fuck this. This shit is game.
Like the party.
Like 5 kids now. Good luck.
But let's just move on to this final segment of the podcast, which is called Pop or Flizzer.
It says Z. Oh, my bad.
We're going to start this thing off with the Khaled album, Sun City. I don't know if everybody got
His
a
name
chance.
is Khalid, so people don't confuse DJ Khaled. Yeah,
Khalid album, Sun City. Did you listen to it yet, Hypa? How you feel about it?
I didn't get to it.
No, sir.
I like it. I listened to it a couple of times, like at least like 5 times.
Damn.
Straight through, you could. It's real short. It's like 8 songs or something like that. But it's straight through. You can listen to it. I like it a lot.
His voice is kind of
Better is like my favorite song.
It's kind of annoying.
Well, I haven't got to it yet, but since you gave it that recommendation, I definitely will listen. Because his last album wasn't too bad to me. I like the vibe, so I have to get to it.
I ain't hear you.
Sound like he moaning. That's how
I
he
feel
sounds.
like he
him
has
as
a
an
great
artist,
voice.
though. I like him as an artist.
No, his voice is good. It's good.
I
but
like him as an artist.
it's
I
not
didn't
for
get
me.
to the album yet, so I can't give it a grade yet.
Yo, you know he's a baby. He's like 20, 21. Yeah.
All right.
He got that Greg Oden syndrome.
What, bro? Well, can I said they're 2021 as a baby now, bro. If that's where you was going with that.
He's
Nah, I'm just saying, like you just said, like an old head.
I mean,
Well, how old are you? Type shit.
damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, you're right. Nah,
I don't say nothing.
He trying to
you trying to
accept
hide
his
it.
age,
I
bro.
accept it. Oh, nigga, you can't win, bro.
No, I'm saying like
Nigga,
that's
you
why,
can't
that's
win.
why I laughed. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm saying I'll laugh. It's like,
You couldn't
yo.
even help your expression. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like you say he's a baby, so I'm like, damn, you just kind of put yourself out there.
19, 20 is a baby. Yeah.
Like, but you just say you said it like an old head. Like,
I mean, I
and you so funny, and it's so funny too, cause when sometimes I'm like 30, so it's like niggas be hitting me up. You still a baby? I'm like, damn, nigga, how old are you then, nigga?
They OD.
Like, how the fuck?
Some of these niggas look older than us though.
Yeah.
Like I seen high school kids that look older than me, bro.
No.
Like seriously.
Nah.
That's
Oh,
dirty.
shut up, man.
What happened?
No, they look older than you.
Hey, look, man, y'all
Next
niggas
topic.
go to hell, man.
This,
Next one.
I gotta grow my beard now.
He's like, oh, them niggas on a different type of stress. That nigga stress.
I'm like, y'all niggas is in the 10th grade.
That nigga
got
stress,
full
for
beards
real.
and tats.
That shit was funny, Ease. I'm sorry.
Nah, that shit is funny. I ain't gonna lie.
This Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner fight seems like it's gonna go down in January of next year. Are we anticipating it on the right side?
I ain't checking for none of these things.
Put it this
Word?
way.
No.
I'm not anticipating it, but let's be real. When it comes around, I'm gonna want to watch it somewhere. So.
I hope it's free, like HBO or something like that. 'Cause I don't care
Go
about
to-
it, but
right to Buffalo
HBO
Wild
don't
Wings.
have boxing no more.
so Showtime or one of them. But I don't really care about it. But I don't mind watching Adrian Broner get his ass kicked.
Shouts to him though, because like in the boxing world, the more you lose, the more you tarnish your name, the more you become less valuable. But him being controversial keeps his name in the media, Clearly,
he
we're
can
still
keep
talking
fighting.
about him, and he's still getting fights, and he keeps losing lately.
He only lost 3 fights in his whole career.
Only like that's a little bit.
Nah, he lost
Three-
bad.
three
He lost
losses,
bad in
like,
all
all
of
of
them.
them. 3 fights in a
like
draw.
back to back.
He
Yeah.
lost bad in all of them though.
Yeah, 3 fights in. No, one wasn't that bad.
No, well, the
bad.
two that I saw is like, bro, you was not prepared, bro, and you was talking
Yeah.
wild shit during the fight.
And he still be talking shit after the fact. That's weird. So I'm like, yo, bro, you can't. I mean, I understand it, but it doesn't look good. Like,
And then he doesn't go for a rematch to try to like defend, redeem himself. He just says, "All right, fucking nigga, beat me." And I feel like he knows, like, I can't beat that guy. So.
but he still got to talk his shit on his way out.
guess.
I mean, I fucks with it, but I just need he got to calm down sometimes.
Madonna beat him bad in the other.
flopped
nigga.
it.
That's a flop for me. No, that's a in between. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to it, but when the time comes, I'm gonna watch it.
I gotta simplify these
I'll
answers.
say,
So fizzy.
I don't know.
See,
No, I don't got no answer.
For me, it's a pop. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm a boxing fan. So.
That's a pop. I'm surprised y'all not looking for. I want to.
I said it. I said, I'm not.
I want to,
I'm
but
not
I
like
don't.
that.
I just feel like,
Pac is old, so it's like.
but he's still fast.
But
so.
I think Pac-Man is gonna wash him up, but maybe Adrian going to try to redeem himself with this big fight because this would be the one
Yes,
to redeem.
Yeah,
yes,
himself.
exactly.
it is. Yes,
He's
it
a
is.
good fighter. He's a great fighter, actually.
But
I wouldn't say great.
he's going.
yes, he's great.
He's good. I don't know about great.
He's
either.
very
He
good.
he's very good. He's
I
very
don't know
good.
He's a
great,
very good
man.
boxer, bro.
I think that light-skinned dude is better than him.
What light skin dude?
The
Talking
other
about
dude,
Canelo?
Zayto, what's his name? It start with a Z.
Triple G? No.
Oh, wait, is it a G? He's black, but he looked Puerto Rican. He got like a low haircut. Nah.
Kodo.
50 Cent beat champion him. He real short. He got tats. He
Oh, I
little
know you're
stocky.
talking about. I know, but he's a young cat.
He's young.
I know you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
I think
He's
better
under
than
he's
him.
under Mayweather right now.
Yeah, I think he's better than him.
He got wild tats.
All right, this was an honorable mention last week, thanks to Danger. I finally got around to it, so I want to hear what you guys thought about it. Usher's album, A, on the right side.
Fire.
Pop.
I don't like it. It's a flop for me. It's a flop for me.
I ain't hear it.
I ain't hear it either.
Yeah, it was a flop for me.
It's too trappy.
Yeah, I was expecting.
You're
I
not-
would say I was
you're not
expecting a
getting-
little
you
bit.
was- not
slow?
yet.
This nigga was expecting
Nah,
confessions type Usher.
No, not confessions, but,
But a
just
little some
little
kind
bit
of R&B,
more,
some
yeah,
kind of
more
R&B.
R&B.
He had like
I think it-
one or two, but it's still
I don't
kind
even
of
think
like
he had
Everything
one
was
on
like
it.
everything was like Lovers and Friends type.
no,
Nah,
everything was.
No,
It
it
was
was
turn up.
trap.
It was
Turn up.
it was
But you know
trappy
what?
R&B.
But you know what? I could say
Bryson
the reason
Tiller
why I
kind
was
of thing.
impressed.
Not even because
Like R. Kelly.
Reason why I was
R. Kelly
impressed
be on the trap shit.
because
I fucks with Kels.
So do I. But go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I was impressed because us knowing Usher and the type of music
For him
he
to
makes,
switch it up.
for him to switch it up,
And it didn't sound
and
bad.
yeah, it didn't sound bad.
Sound
it didn't
hard.
sound bad at
Nah,
all.
I-
son. I was really
I still have that.
like
long
it
as
shows
it's
me like he
R&B.
had to keep with the trend, and I commend him for that.
He's one of the few that can do that, bro. He don't look like
That's
he
why I
aged.
respect it because not everybody can do it.
He's in his 40s now, right?
Yeah, he got to be like 40 plus,
Mhm.
like 42ish.
He might be only 38.
I appreciate that because that gives him more longevity in the
I think he
game.
probably like.
Although we know how old he is, as long as you
Like-
look young and you can keep going.
Niggas like him and Fab, they don't age, bro.
I
I don't even know how old Fab is.
yo Fab, he really looks like he a young nigga that could like be in the 25, 28 kind of range.
He up there.
Yeah, he
That's
just gotta
'cause
keep
he-
his
how he
hands to
dressed.
himself.
Yeah, but he's still.
Dude,
but
Jesus
even
Christ.
but certain people could dress like that, but their facial features says otherwise. He still looks like he looks the age that he dressed. So that's a good thing. Feel me?
All right, so something that's been a lot of buzzing in the tabloids. This Chris Paul and Rondo fight. Think it's good for the sport? Was it trash to you? How you feel about Hypa on the right side?
Shit, when I saw that shit, and I was like, yo, it seemed like we're gonna have a long season because,
They
that's
play each
something.
other 4 times.
Yeah, that's something I wasn't expect. But there's a lot of things I'm hearing. Rondo spitting in his face and Chris.
Nah, they did a slow mo video. He did, bro.
He said he didn't do it intentionally.
He
though.
said, and he had a mouthpiece. So you know when you got a mouthpiece
Yeah.
in your joint.
I mean, I saw it. I
The way
saw
they
it.
showed it is like, yo, boy, I don't know nobody who could spit like that.
Yeah, you.
That
How,
shit was
how you?
weird.
How you?
Nah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
wasn't.
like,
Yeah,
you spit
like
with your bottom.
it was on some like
Yeah.
it was on some like
Crazy.
like that. But
It's like
it was. It was like.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
They making it seem like he
I
went
know.
like what?
Nah.
Like, he ain't do
no,
that.
I just thought CP3 wild out when he
Put his
Yeah.
finger in
yeah,
it.
that's what really.
That's how you know he don't know how to
started the
fight. How the fuck you think somebody spit on you and you gonna do some shit like that and not prepare somebody gonna duff you in your fucking mouth?
Yo.
Like
Yeah.
Somebody spitting on you.
He caught him with an
it's
uppercut,
the
though.
same
that
disrespect.
was a hook.
It's the same disrespect
That was
as
a hook?
another man inviting
like an
you to his
uppercut.
penis.
Yeah.
Or if not worse.
Ultimately, I don't think it's good for the sport. I wouldn't.
Flop
You know,
team.
I don't think it's something that.
Yo, that fight was like not equivalent because the other one's worse. But with the Ron
This shit
Artest
happened at the party.
with the
too.
Ron Artest,
No. Ron Artest shit was way worse.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
it was way
that's
worse,
worse,
but
bro.
that was
That
low
was the
key.
next biggest.
That was a low key, bro. We didn't
that's
see
the
it.
next
We didn't
one
see it
under that.
Yeah, we didn't see
Under
it.
that,
We didn't
that's
see
the
that in the
next
NBA.
one.
In
There
the
was
night,
no
bro.
fight. There was no fight worse
Papa
than
flop.
that one.
For what? If it's good, of course it's not good.
It's not good.
It's
It's
not
not
good
good.
for the
It's not
NBA.
good.
I loved
like
it.
it.
I love that
I was
shit.
about to say, y'all
I mean,
bugging.
I'm
loved it.
entertained, but of course, when I said, is it good?
Yeah, sometimes because
You want niggas to always fight?
not always, but sometimes it's like, yo, don't take disrespect. And at the end of the day, if CP3 felt disrespected, that's fine. But don't just put your finger in the nigga face. He's gonna duff you after that.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? They both
How
caught
could
each
you
other.
not see that coming?
Yo, they
man?
both caught each other with it.
Yo, I love the Rondo's catch to me was like flush.
They
It was
both
just
caught each other clean, bro. Like Rondo hit him with the right, and I think Chris
left.
Paul
So-
came
left.
and hit him
Caught it with the
both.
left, the
So-
Celtic
so-
fingers.
They both caught a hit him.
So you
You ringed
said,
up.
No, let me ask Darren a question. So you said you love it. So you feel that
I don't want to see it all
by that
every night.
happening, does that bring more competition, or you?
It just
so
it
you
just
need
brings
to-
the
you need to
animosity.
see.
Next they fight. The next time they fight is I'm not fight. You see
Next
what I'm saying?
time they play, it's gonna be real, right?
Next time they play is
I
in
guarantee
December.
you
the
the
next time they
ratings-
play is in December. And
Watch
it's
the
exactly
ratings.
what he's about to
Watch
say.
the
The
ratings.
ratings.
Facts.
One, LeBron is
Of
LeBron is a part of it. Two,
Oh, please.
not a part of the fight. I'm
But
talking about
because
the
it's-
ratings alone because of LeBron playing is going to be high.
yeah, facts.
It's the Rockets. It's
Yeah.
a great team. So obviously, like they're looked at as some type of threat this year. And then on top of that, Rondo and Chris Paul don't like each other. Who don't want to see the next game? Like, I
Bruh,
want to see the
The
next game.
NBA is loving this shit
Of course
because
they
it's
are.
bringing so
definitely.
much
I'm
money.
sure.
You didn't hear the
revenue, and
commentator?
attention. You know what I'm saying?
And Rondo, he
Like-
he threw a punch. I'm like,
First of
you
all,
amping it, nigga. We
I
can
guarantee
see it.
you, I
We
guarantee
amping it
you,
right now. We
I guarantee
watching,
you
bro.
every time they play,
It's funny.
every time they play, it's going to be the most watched game.
I'm sure.
And
of
low
the
key,
season.
shout outs to Brandon Ingram. Son. He's a little goon.
I think that was a little corny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it was.
care. It was a little
I think
goon.
that was a little
The
corny.
man Harden was like,
That's another thing
yo,
I
what
want
the
to say
fuck did I
too.
do?
Is
What's
like,
up?
yo,
How many times
like,
you gonna
you
let
can't have it
Harden
both
run
ways.
into you, bro?
you can't have it both ways. Like people always talk about, oh, the league is too friendly now, but when they fight, it's not good.
Yeah, like keep
So,
it consistent.
yeah, like I mean, you can't have it both ways. If you want them to be friends or you don't want them to be friends.
All right, for me it was a pop because we got to keep it with the pop or the flop. And then for me it was a pop. Moving on.
It was a pop.
Pop for me.
All right, Tory Lane's new album seemed like it's on the way. How you feel about it on the right side?
I'm a fan, so I'm looking for it.
That
I'm looking
man's
forward to
been
it.
working. He's been consistent. That's a super pop.
Yeah, pop for me too.
Pop.
Memories was good, so I'm looking to it.
Pop.
Yes, sir. Let's get that
Yeah.
OSP
That was like a
playlist
first
going.
flush clean
Facts.
pop for an
Yeah.
artist, right?
OC playlist.
Shout to Tory Lane.
OSC playlist.
Starting with Hypa.
First joint I picked this week was by a dude named Aris. He got this. It's like a nice club feel. It's called Patron. And the second joint was by Day. The two dudes. Where they from, Danger?
I actually don't know.
Midwest.
Midwest. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
dope.
That sound like some St.
They
Louis.
moved. Yeah, but they
got
moved
a-
to LA.
They got a new project.
They got
Yeah,
a new
nah, they got a
song.
new
Song.
single.
It's on
They
the.
got
It's
a
on the.
new- they got a
It's on
new
the
single.
playlist.
They keep doing songs, a new damn project.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, it's that
Well,
featuring.
it's smart.
I'm not mad because
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they don't
Do it right.
flop
Yeah,
like
do it right.
freaking Black and Bryson Tiller on their second joint.
I kind of like that album.
Yeah, it's
You say you kind of like the album now?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Which
Look at
album?
this.
Which
Grew
album
on
are
me
you
a
talking
little
about?
bit.
Which album are you
Black
talking
shit.
about?
Black. It grew on me a little bit.
Oh, okay.
My two songs, I picked K Tronada featuring Sid from the internet. Check it out. The song is called "You're the One." It's that that up tempo kind of vibe. I've been on that vibe lately. And I did a throwback song, a meal. I think Memphis Bleak is on that. Seagull's called "For the Family." I know what that is. That's me.
My playlist is Belly. He dropped a new album, a song off of there called "Immigrant" featuring Meek Mill. And my second song is some Yardie Ting, some new artists. I think he knew, but his name TJ. The song is called "Up Top Boss." So yeah.
Sound tough.
All right, mine was Logic, the YSIV track on his album, and other one was T.I. featuring Yo Gotti Rafe.
That song is that.
Mine was Iman Critical
Fire.
which is AKA Iman Shumpert, and the second one I picked was
Iman Shumpert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
That
been
song
on
is
his
actually pretty
he
good.
been on his
He
rap
played it before he came.
his
Check
basketball rapper wave lately.
Yeah, that's
Check
gonna
the
be the
chat.
last one for a while, but
This nigga Dane.
That's
Second one.
that's the only two
Yo.
niggas. That's why.
Sorry to cut y'all off, but the song the Day song was featuring Wiz Khalifa's called "What I Know Now."
what I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
My fault.
No, that's all good. The second one I picked is this Philly rapper. He's dope. His name is Core, featuring Dave East. What was it? Came Up.
Dope.
Cool.
All right. You know me, I do the old school joint. So I took it back. I got 50 Cent. Somebody gonna die tonight.
He was
And,
trying to send a message.
The second one was I had to switch it, and it was
Was it
DMX Dane-Ja.
Damien. Dope.
Fire.
Yeah.
Classic forever.
Yes, sir. That's that OSP playlist. You know, you can
Yep.
go listen to that. You know, you can comment and
Spotify.
follow us. Spotify. You can comment on the Facebook page,
Uh-huh.
the YouTube page, Instagram
Instagram,
page,
Twitter.
Yep.
Twitter, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I am Rello, and to the right of me, I have.
DJ Hypa.
DJ Danger.
Darren.
Joan.
Ease.
Yes, sir. This is Ali Similar Podcast,
27.
episode number 27. We are out of here.
Yeah.
The Oddly Similar Podcast.